Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of the latest episode of Rick and Morty, the Rick, the Mort, and the Ugly. And I thought this was okay. I don't really think it did anything completely and utterly horrible or anything like that. It's just, okay, it was a riff on a Western, and I was okay with that. It was just really kind of strange how it was bookended with, like, Morty fucking with a fidget spinner and then coming back at the end and then just fucking off. And then the stinger at the end with just showing the two dice fighting. There just wasn't much here that really grabbed me at all. And that's okay. That happens with shows and everything like that because we're mainly showcasing that Rick and Morty are trying to get stuff from the Citadel. It's like pretty much everything that's like junked around with everything that happened with it. They get screwed up with their saucer, and they pretty much try and repair it, and they land on this Rick that's got a farm. It's got these kind of crystals, dealing with these kind of pigs and stuff like that, and then going into a town of Mortys who are evidently clones. That's kind of explained that the rest of them had pretty much got sucked back into their main universes except for these clone ones. And this Rick is actually from, not a clone Rick, because we've got other clone Ricks trying to rebuild the Citadels and trying to find Mortys to do this kind of shit with. And we've got this, like, robber baron Rick with, like, a get your mouth around it kind of joke. And the action scenes are pretty decent. We get to see different kind of Ricks doing different kind of things. We get this Arcade Morty and Doc Morty working with Farmer Rick, as I'll just call him, and he pretty much gets shot and almost left for dead, but his stuff pretty much gets him back up and running. They killed his pig and everything. He goes kind of John Wick style, gets his shit up, and pretty much is just going out to take out the Ricks and shit. And Doc and Arcade Morty are attempting to pretty much free their Morty brethren. So we just see Rick pretty much taking out the Ricks that pretty much fucked him up. He was evidently the one that was like doing stuff with the cloned Mortys. But that's about it. We get some good kind of fight scenes and everything. Him utilizing certain different kind of tech and everything, and just dying and pretty much taking out the robber baron Rick with him, and crashing the Citadel that's trying to be kind of like reborn. We do see that the Mortys do escape. He makes this kind of giant-ass, Hulk-ass fucking Morty that terrorizes a lot of shit, but he's able to put the Mortys onto their own path, and they go off and do their own kind of lives, make their own kind of memories. Because that was the thing that was brought up, that there's fabricated memories since they were the cloned kind of ones for, like, body parts and shit. And they just kind of go off and do their own thing. Arcade Morty pretty much goes and takes over Rick's old kind of farm. Then, of course, our Rick and Morty are like, oh, we're looking for this fucking fidget spinner. And they're like, oh, shit, this fucker killed this Rick, and we've got a smaller grave over here. And it's like, all right. He's like going through a lot of shit, and he just calls them assholes. It's like, yeah, that didn't really show them in the best kind of light. It's like, I get that. Not everything can show positive kind of growth and everything, but it was just mainly for kind of fidget spinner jokes and just being the ones to bring us into the story and then pretty much take us out of the story. But it's not horrible or anything. There weren't any kind of jokes that lasted too long or anything like that. The action was nice and easy to kind of follow of what kind of chaos was going on. They did their best to make them kind of work for, like, latching on for characters, but it just didn't bring me into the story or attach me to any of these characters more so than I've already been attached to kind of like the Rick and Morty that we've been kind of following around, and like Space Beth and Jerry and all that kind of stuff. So this one was just mainly like for me. I don't think it's completely and utterly bad, but it's not one of the ones that I would highlight or kind of show off to anyone and be like, this is the one for me. Not like on the level of What We Do in the Shadows for me, of the trial of all that kind of insanity that went on for those fucking characters. So yeah, so those are my opinions on the episode. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.